Well, hey there, friendships. Welcome back to another Curtis's Corner. If you're new here, hi, I'm Curtis. This is my corner. And on today's Film Friday, we are doing our second movie review. So, this video is all about Disney's Jungle Cruise, starring Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. If you are interested in hearing my opinions on this film, then keep on watching. Jungle Cruise came out at the end of July, same day actually as The Green Knight. If you didn't end up seeing The Green Knight, I will link it right up there so you can go and see that. But I thought I would give this one a try. I've been wanting to go and see a few of these movies that are coming out, and I just haven't either A, had the time to go and see them, or B, they didn't get released into a theater close to me. And now is the time that I'm actually able to do it. So, Jungle Cruise, like I said, stars Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt. It also stars Jack Whitehall as Emily Blunt's brother in the film, and someone that I did not expect to see, and I really don't like this actor in literally like anything that he's in. But Paul Giamatti's in this as well. But he plays like a very background, super side character. So super unimportant. But still equally as annoying. So the premise basically of this film is Emily Blunt's character needs to find this magical petal called Tears of the Moon in order to have research to be able to help many different people getting rid of like fevers and diseases and all this other stuff. It's set in like the 1920s, I want to say, maybe 1930s, just because of the cars, the style of clothing are very, very much that time, as well as there's a scene where she's making her own basically documentary movie, but it's the super small square of like the silent film era, and she called it a moving picture. So I'm assuming that is the era it was the 1920s time era. So she basically enlists the help of Dwayne Johnson's character, Frank, and he's basically this liar who keeps telling all these different stories of who he is, what he does, and what's basically happening around. He's a con artist on this jungle cruise that he runs just to get money in order to pay Paul Giamatti's character. I don't even remember the guy's name. That's how unimportant he was. But basically, she enlists the help of Frank to get her across this like Amazon river to find a tree that gives off these glowing pink petals that only glow and are only activated during a special type of moon. The action sequences, both fighting as well as both like adventure action, where it's like they're on a boat and you see it in the trailer on the boat and there's like rapids. Those type of action sequences are phenomenally done. They look great. They give you the sense of action and adrenaline that you're looking for within a movie like this. The acting is decent. There are some funny moments in this film. Not too many, though. But the story did not drag on either. The pace was kept up. It did not move too quickly, and it did not move too slowly. The story could have been elaborated a little bit better. However, for what it was good. This is also a movie that was based off of a ride rather than the reverse. Usually when Disney makes rides, they usually have the rides based off of a movie. This time, they decided to make a movie like other movies that they have made in the past. They took their ride called Jungle Cruise and turned it into a movie. I think it's a neat concept. I like the lore and how they fleshed out the world that this ride is basically making you involved in and giving you a different kind of take on it. The character development of the brother in the film, he has a lot of character development. He ends up going from literally one end of the spectrum of a character to a completely other end of the spectrum. And you see the growth of this character throughout the entire film. I will say Disney also is trying to be inclusive without still saying certain words. They allude to the fact that he is gay, but they don't say the actual word. It's literally a moment where he's talking with Frank, saying, you know, I was supposed to marry this woman, but I didn't want to because my intentions were elsewhere. Those were the words. My intentions were elsewhere. And he was in love with another. Connecting the dots, I don't like women, I like men. But they don't say this. And it's just Disney. You have quite a few movies now with representation in the LGBTQ community. Just say the word. I am gay. I don't like women. I am gay. That's all you had to have said. And then continue on with The Rock saying, all right, just say it. Lily, Emily Blunt's character, doesn't have a whole lot of growth. She comes in strong and she stays strong. She's like Jan. She's always out of 10. But she doesn't really... She comes in strong. She's very aggressive. She wants to get the job done. She wants to get to the place. She enlists the help of Frank. She insists upon him. She always calls him basically like a jerk. He's a liar. She doesn't trust him. And then the next scene, help me, Frank. I'm drowning. Help me, Frank. I'm being attacked by trees. Help me, Frank. I am about to throw up because of the rapids. Like, she's very flip-floppy, wishy-washy, super aggressive, but then super reliant on him. Frank, slight character growth, but like also not, because 70% of the movie, I would say, he's very much just like a closed person who doesn't want to like talk about himself. And if he does talk about himself, it's always just lie upon lie upon lie. And only within the last, I would say maybe 40 to 50 minutes of the film, that's when he kind of opens up and is like, okay, here's my name, here's what I'm doing here, here's what's going on with me, let me help. So it's very much like a new character development. There was no growth. Honestly, the only growth that there was McGregor, which was Jack Whitehall's. Like I said, I liked the action sequences that are in here. The story was fine. It wasn't my favorite storyline, but the fact that they created and fleshed out an entire world based around a ride is what made me super interested in this film. Plus, I like Emily Blunt a lot. I think she's a phenomenal actress. She did a really good job in this, and The Rock did a pretty good job in this as well. Honestly, out of the three of them, Jack Whitehall was my favorite character. And I will say, the CGI is a lot better in this than it was in The Green Knight as well. So, that's my quick little bloop of a review for you. With all that being said, I'm going to give Jungle Cruise a B+. It's a fun, quick little outing if you want to go and see it. Fun for the whole family. That's about it. So, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed my review on Jungle Cruise, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I put out weekly videos. And hit that notification bell because if you don't, how else are you going to know when I post a brand new video? You won't, so do it. In 2 hours, I will have my third Film Friday review out on this channel. But until then, bye, friendships.